Okay, Steve, we're rolling. We're going to listen to Guantanamo Children.
Months ago, the transparency organization WikiLeaks began to release detainee assessment briefs and other classified documents for all 779 Guantanamo prisoners. As a consequence of these WikiLeaks releases, military documents now in the public domain acknowledge that 15 children were imprisoned, at some time or another, at Guantanamo. This would be 3 more than the 12 the State Department acknowledged to the public after the earlier report on the subject put out by the Guantanamo Testimonials Project, and 7 more than the 8 the State Department reported to the UN Committee on the Rights of the Child. In other words, WikiLeaks documents indicate that the number of children that have been imprisoned at Guantanamo is 1.25 times what the State Department has admitted to the public and almost twice as many as it reported to the UN Committee on the Rights of the Child. These and other findings are contained in a new report I authored and released earlier this month within our Guantanamo Testimonials Project. The project aims to gather testimonies of prisoner abuse at the Cuban base, to organize them in meaningful ways, to make them widely available online, and to preserve them there in perpetuity. The terrorist attacks of September 11th were an unspeakable crime against humanity. Unfortunately, what these attacks unleashed was the full-scale military invasion and occupation of a severely impoverished country, followed by the worldwide implementation of
Amnesty International,
such as at Guantanamo, that have led to a profound betrayal.
Obviously, it's not 9/11 truth.
They have also undermined the security of our nation, both at home and abroad. Abuses we've recorded at UC Davis include international alliances with criminal armed groups, human trafficking, civilian arrest without warrants, denial of the writ of habeas corpus, secret detention, life-threatening, open-air, holding pens, medical neglect, interference of interrogation or medical treatment, fatal, disabling, and disfiguring beatings, hanging by the wrist, threats of death or bodily harm, mauling by military dogs, torture by proxy, extraordinary rendition, controlled drowning, waterboarding, sensory deprivation, forced nudity, sleep deprivation,
disorientation,
torture, stress positions and prolonged
torture, tight shackling, solitary confinement, indefinite detention, severe humiliation, sexual assault,
forced feeding,
with
religious practices, verbal abuse,
exploitation
of cultural idiosyncrasies,
exploitation of personal
policies and
phobias,
practices are outrages upon human dignity, under both national and international law.
Guantanamo Testimonials Project, independent and transparent inquiry into the practices of U.S. government since the terrorist attacks.
Inquiry is the essential first step of a 4-part process involving truth, accountability, reform, and reconciliation. Truth is the foundation of all else. Without it, accountability is abusive, reform is blind, and reconciliation is hollow. Accountability and reform are preconditions for reconciliation as well. Without them, the victims have no reason to believe, and will not be revisited, upon them or upon others, in the future. Consequently, they will continue to be on guard. Worse yet, they may feel that the period of abuse has not really ended, and they will not be delivered from the temptation to return. Is the founding director of the UC Davis Center for the Study of Human Rights in the Americas and the principal investigator for its flagship Guantanamo Testimonials Project.
Thank you, Steve. Steve, what do you think about torture in Guantanamo? Well, what about Vietnam? What about Vietnam? Vietnam.
And I'm Steve Gillen, and this is Reel to Reel.